While Cars 3 was largely seen as a return to form after its poorly received predecessor, the film's narrative was frequently criticized for being overly predictable and derivative of the original. The central plot, which sees an aging Lightning McQueen struggling to compete against a new generation of high-tech racers, mirrors the arc of his own mentor, Doc Hudson, from the first film. This created a sense of déjà vu, with many story beats feeling like a retread rather than a fresh continuation. The journey of the seasoned veteran facing obsolescence and transitioning into a mentorship role, while emotionally resonant, lacked the originality and surprise that audiences expect from a top-tier Pixar production. Another significant flaw was the film's somber and melancholic tone, which felt at odds with the typically vibrant and lighthearted nature of the Cars franchise. The movie grapples with heavy themes of aging, mortality, and the end of a career, which, while mature, may have been too downbeat for its primary young audience. The narrative spends a great deal of time on Lightning's feelings of inadequacy and his fear of being forced into retirement, creating a more subdued and less joyful viewing experience. This shift away from the fun-loving spirit of the first film left some viewers feeling that the movie was less of an entertaining family adventure and more of a somber reflection on a fading legacy. The film also struggled with its new characters, particularly the central antagonist, Jackson Storm. Unlike the nuanced rival Chick Hicks from the first movie, Storm is portrayed as a one-dimensional, arrogant competitor with very little personality beyond his condescending attitude and technological superiority. He serves more as a symbol of the new, impersonal era of racing than as a fully developed character, making the central rivalry feel hollow and lacking in personal stakes. Similarly, while Cruz Ramirez is a welcome addition, her character arc from trainer to racer feels somewhat rushed and conveniently resolved in the film's final act, lessening the impact of her ultimate triumph. Finally, the conclusion of Cars 3, while emotionally satisfying for some, was criticized for its muddled message and abrupt execution. After spending the entire film building up Lightning's comeback, the story pivots at the last moment, having him give up his spot in the final race to Cruz Ramirez. While this act is meant to signify his graceful transition into a mentorship role, it feels like an anticlimactic end to his personal journey. The decision makes the preceding training sequences and his determination to win feel somewhat redundant. This sudden handover, complete with a mid-race driver swap that bends the rules of racing, felt like an overly convenient way to pass the torch, ultimately undercutting both Lightning's arc and Cruz's victory by not allowing her to win entirely on her own terms from the start.